as we have discussed that the judicial system. What do you mean by judicial system? First, we need to understand what do you mean by judicial system. The courts, the workings, the working that undergoes in the court, the works that comes under the court is called as judicial system. Uh, the cases, the hearings, and the results, okay, and the decisions on the crimes, the decisions on the properties, the decisions regarding various cases, all this comes under judicial system. Okay, so this judicial system was initially controlled by Mughal emperors. When British started attacking that department, British by their force, British started capturing this department from Mughals, and Mughal hand over this department to the British. Now British were conducting the courts, conducting the hearings. They used to give the decision as per their constitution, not as per Indian constitution. In India, what used to happen in India during British rule, during Mughal rulers, the decisions used to given depending on the religious scriptures. There were two courts, the Diwani Adalat and the Fauzdari Adalat. Fauzdari Adalat. In Mughal emperors, in Mughal rule, there were two types of courts. One type of court was Diwani Adalat. Second was Fauzdari Adalat. In these civil courts, Hindus were dispensed justice. Hindus were given justice as per their Hindu scriptures, as per their Gita, their Upanishads, their Vedas. And Muslims used to get the justice as per the Sharia, as per the Quran, as per the Hadith law. So British slowly what happened? They started legal procedures were introduced in the criminal courts. Civil courts came under the administration of European empires, European officers, though the criminal courts were still under the control of qadis. Criminal courts means the courts in which the cases were taken, the courts in which that cases were uh, that cases were completed regarding the crime, the murder, the thief, the theft, the rape, the all these kinds of crimes were given justice in the court of qazis. Okay, they were functioning under the supervision of European empires. Okay, now what happened after this? Next system comes police system. The police department, the police are in charge of maintaining the internal law and order situation. The duty of police was to maintain the law and the order situation. That means they used to supervise that peoples are obeying the law and order. What is the duty of police department? The duty of police department is to supervise, is to observe that whether the people are obeying, following the government law and order or not. If they are obeying, it is well and good. If they are disobeying, then they used to the police used to take that people in remand and express them in front of judge in court. So Lord Cornwallis, what he did, he implemented the efficient police system in India for the first time. efficient police system in India. He created the new post of superintendent of police. Now the SP, the superintendent of police post was generated by Lord Cornwallis in British rule. He divided a district into many stations and put every station under a kotwal. Kotwal means an inspector. Similarly, he put every village under the care of Chowkidar. Kotwal was made accountable for thieves, crimes and other law violations at village level. At district level, Lord Cornwallis generated a new post in police department, that was superintendent of police, superintendent of police, what we today call as SP, superintendent of police. He was responsible for making people to obey the law and order over complete district, or on whole complete district. And again he divided a district into many stations. So each district have many villages, many towns. So every village and town, in every village and town, they were stations built. They built their police stations. In every police station, in village they used to appoint a kotwal, and in town they used to appoint a chowkidar. These kotwal and chowkidar and superintendent have same responsibilities, but the areas were divided. SP was responsible for whole district. Chowkidar was accountable for only the town, and Kotwal was accountable for only the village. And in 1770, the law started becoming weak and weak. That means people used to disobey the law. People used to disobey the order. So law and order situation started becoming weaker and weaker in 1770. Hence, the entire police system was brought under the control of British officers. Now, because the law and order was not obeying by the citizens, and the SPs and chowkidars and kotwals were not so strict in their duties, so the British rule, what they did, they took over the control on police system. Now the police officers were under the power of magistrates. The police officers were under the power of magistrates. The police system underwent continuous changes in 1861. The police law was implemented. This law is the base of good law and order administration. But Indians were not appointed for the post of officers. The post of officers were accompanied by only and only Britishers. Indians were not allowed to get appointed on these highly dignified posts. No. In 1902, the police commissioner law was allowed to appoint the appointment of suitable educational qualification for the post of police officers. In 1902, what happened? The British governor fixed an educational qualification for the post of police officers. That means this minimum education qualification you should have to get the job of police. In spite of all this, the discrimination against the Indians will continue. Discrimination means making aside. British used to allow the Indians to get on so high posts. The British used to accompany that post. The British used to appoint appoint only Britishers on that post. They used to not allow the Indians to get that post. Because of this only, they fixed an education qualification, because they were knowing Indians are illiterate. Indians don't have education, so they cannot attain that post. They cannot gain that post. They cannot achieve that post. Because of that, Indians were backlogged in getting high jobs.